Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Testing Gyan. In today's video, we are going to discuss about object-oriented programming and its concepts. So let's understand what object-oriented programming means. So object-oriented programming is basically a methodology to design a program using classes and objects. So before object-oriented programming, computer languages used to be designed as procedure-oriented programming. But when object-oriented programming came into picture and people see how much advantages it is giving us over procedure-oriented programming, people used to choose this programming languages as to develop their software. So let's understand what those concepts are. So object-oriented programming simplifies the software development and maintenance approach by providing some concepts. So the top concepts I have mentioned over here, those are classes, objects, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. So let's understand what these concepts means. So let's understand about class first. So a class is basically a blueprint from which you can create an individual object. Class doesn't consume any space, and whereas an object is an instance of class, an object contains an address and takes up some space in memory. So let's understand this class and object with an example. So I have taken a beautiful example over here, whereas let's consider a class as person. So you can consider a class as person wherein what things you can relate with the person. Okay, so let's say you will consider his name, age, city, gender, and let's give every person a unique ID. So all these things which I have mentioned over here will be part of my class as data members, and what actions I can perform from a person will comes into methods. So person can eat, a person can study, a person can sleep, a person can play, and every other thing you can think of, you can take it up in methods. And now let's talk about objects. So here I have taken two objects. One is this man, another one is this woman. For both of them I have defined data members, and for both of them I can call the method of this class. So I hope this classes and objects are clear now. So let's move ahead. So before moving ahead, I would like to tell you that a complete detailed video will be there after this video, which will talk about how you can create these classes in Eclipse and how you can create objects in Eclipse and use this methods of class, and how to declare all this. That is being covered in other video. So let's move ahead. So let's talk about inheritance now. So when an object acquires all the properties and behaviors of a parent object, it is known as inheritance. So here let's consider person as a class, and there are three more classes, that is programmer, dancer, and singer. So all these classes are inheriting some properties of a person class. So a programmer can also learn, a dancer can also learn, a singer can also learn. Whereas a programmer can also walk and eat, a dancer can also walk and eat, similarly singer can also walk and eat. But there are some things which only these can do. So with inheritance I can increase reusability of my code. I do not need to define these method in each of them. So I can define them in one class and inherit those properties in all other classes. So if I talk specifically about Java, so you can achieve inheritance in Java using extends keyword. So this also will look how we can achieve this in Eclipse in our next video. So let's go to another concept now. So another concept is polymorphism. So if one task is performed in different ways, it is known as polymorphism. So let's consider our one animal as a class and speak as a method of that class. And now a cat can speak differently, a dog can speak differently, a duck can speak differently, but the speak method is common for all of them. But results are different. So that is called as polymorphism. So let's move on to abstraction now. So abstraction is basically hiding internal details and showing the functionality. it is known as abstraction. So best example for this is your ATM machine. Supposedly you go to your ATM machine, you enter the amount you want to withdraw, you enter your PIN code and you press enter and you get your money. But you don't know what at the back end it performs, or what action it performs at the back end. Another example, if you can take, that is your cell phone. So in your cell phone, you just dial the number and you talk to other person. You don't know what is happening at the back end. So this is known as abstraction. So let's move to last concept of OOPS, that is encapsulation. So encapsulation is basically binding the code and data all together into a single unit, is known as encapsulation. So best example for encapsulation is your capsule. So that medicine capsule. So wherein if you see in that capsule, there will be small particles. So that are known as data methods and data member. So I hope that you are clear with all the concepts of OOPS. If you have any doubt, do mention in comment section and I'll try my best to resolve them.